Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing just another short sort of tutorial-ish video. And this video is going to be for people using a specific type of hardware, which would be an ASRock motherboard, or even an ASRock GPU, to be honest. So we're going to be taking a look at how you basically control the RGB from like either the RGB on your ASRock GPU or control like fans RGB if they're plugged into like ARGB headers. Now obviously to control your fans lighting, really you need like your fans plugged into ARGB headers, whether it be directly on the motherboard or through an ARGB sort of splitter sort of thing. That's what I use at the back of the system. Now obviously I'm using an ASRock board. Mine is a B560 Steel Legend, which is an Intel board. The only reason I'm doing this video is because it took me a while to find ASRock's sort of software to control their RGB. Like everybody knows about like MSI software and Gigabytes and ASUS and all that sort of stuff, but ASRock's is a bit more sort of buried, which is a shame because I actually think ASRock's is better than MSI's and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get into that. So it's this program up here, which obviously ASR RGB LED, so ASRock RGB LED. Now there is a website you obviously download this from, which I will post a link to the main website in the description. One thing I'm going to say before you click on that though is you have to know the brand and model of your motherboard, because it's not just a generic RGB controller that controls RGB on any board. There's separate downloads for each different type of board. So basically, once you've downloaded it and you've obviously got it installed and everything, once you open it up, it looks like this. Now these at the side here, as you can see, you've got mouse pad. I don't even know if ASRock make mouse pads. I have no idea, but apparently you can control mouse pad RGB with ASRock software. I have seen a couple of hard drives or SSDs with RGB. Obviously, there's USB headers, SSDs, GPU. I don't have any sort of lighting on my GPU, so it's obviously grayed out for me. But this is basically the bit here that comes up for me is the bit that controls the ARGB headers on the motherboard. So as you can see by mine, I've got lighting behind the PCB of the board, underneath the heatsink, and then I've got my two addressable headers. These ones, I don't actually know what these ones do, because they don't actually change anything for me, because, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'll be concentrating primarily more on, like, these two, or these two, doesn't really matter. Obviously, you can't see what it's changing because I'm just screen capturing this. So basically, you would click on whatever you want to change. The reason I have two headers selected is I have 10 fans in my system, 3 at the back, 3 on the bottom, 3 on the radiator at the top, and then obviously the exhaust fan at the back. So I have 5 plugged into like a control box sort of thing on one ARGB header, and then 5 on another one on the other ARGB header. That's why I have these two. So basically, you would click on what header you want or whatever you want to change the lighting on. You click on where it says rainbow, and you've got all these settings. Obviously, off turns it off. You got your normal static lighting. So you got all these different ones you can cycle through, see what effects they do. You can change the speed of like how fast they, I don't know, change color or like scan, like that one says, or whatever. Obviously, if you just go static and you go here, or even like when you do any of these effects, you can obviously control the color with these wheels. I just keep it on rainbow because I was never a big person for a unicorn puke, and then one day I was just like, meh, whatever, it matches my keyboard. So yeah, now obviously this software is called Polychrome Sync. Now you will know if if you still have the box of your motherboard, you will know what it's compatible with because there will be like a Polychrome Sync logo on the box for the board. I suppose if you don't have the box, you could find out if you have ARGB headers. If not, you could just do probably a quick search on the internet, like the model number of your board, and find out if it's got Polychrome Sync or whatever. So yeah, there's not really a lot to talk about. I just thought I would do a quick thing about it though, because it took me a while to find this software. So if this video helps someone else find it, then great. You have to let me know in the comments down below, obviously, if this video helps you out, or, you know, whatever. Leave a like, leave a comment. Even feel free to subscribe to the channel. Like, we've got an aim this year. I set an aim for 2025 of getting to 500 subs. And we're only at 55 at the minute, and it seems quite far away, but when you consider I've only been posting to this channel for like 3 months, 3.5 months, we're not doing badly. Like 0 to 55 subs in 3 months. So yeah, if you could drop a sub, it would really help the channel out. We do have some more videos due coming up soon. You might have seen in my in the community tab, I did put a post up saying we'll be uploading once a week, and I did say Wednesday, but I haven't actually got dead set on the sort of day of the week yet. The reasoning behind that is just because when you're a small sort of PC / sort of PC tech channel like mine, it's not easy to sort of have things to review. And obviously if I keep uploading every day tutorials like this, eventually I'm just going to run out of tutorials to do. Obviously with the bigger channels, like obviously LTT, who's huge, and then you've got like Jay's 2 Cents and Gamers Nexus and Kyle, even though I don't know if Bitwit's going to be uploading anymore with his house burning down. But yeah, with them, obviously they get product, like review samples and products sent from big companies like MSI, like Gigabyte, like whatever, Asus, not NZXT because no one's working with them anymore. So yeah, like that's why I'm having to limit myself now to obviously a video a week, maybe a couple every week here or there sort of thing. Otherwise, I'm just gonna run out of things to do because obviously I've got to use like, sounds weird, but I've got to use money to go and buy product to review. So, and obviously money's not, it's not unlimited, and I'm obviously not monetized on YouTube yet, so I'm not getting paid there either. So it's difficult, but we will have couple of things. Like you may have seen the motherboard video I did not long ago on the ASRock Live mixer, the AM5 board. And next month, obviously because I've got to wait for payday, next month I'll be buying obviously the RAM and the CPU to get the like new system sort of done. So I will have a review coming up of like the RAM that I've bought, the DDR5, and whatever CPU I decide to go with. I haven't really decided yet. So we will have them coming up in the future. There will be a couple of other reviews. I think we've got a review coming up next week for, I think it's the Be Quiet Pure Rock CPU cooler. Stuff like that. Got Corsair power supply to review. I think it's an RM850X. So we do have things like in the pipeline sort of lined up to review. But yeah, I just thought I'd let you all know. So yeah, this video's dragged on already longer than I wanted it to. But yeah, like I said, let me know in the comments down below if this video helps you out finding this software to control your stuff with. And like I said, I'll leave a link to ASRock's website or their main sort of motherboard page where you can scroll through the list of boards and find yours to download this. So thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, you know, all the typical YouTube stuff. I might have another video coming up again later on this week. If not, it'll be sometime early next week. So I'll see you in that one. Until then, guys, take care. See you all soon.